بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما تعلمنا وزدنا بفضلك وتعليما إنك على كل شيء قدير. بسم الله. So now on to the 18th juz of the Quran. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And just as one ayah here from Surah Nur I wanted to talk about. Ayah, the 11th verse of Surah Nur, it says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الذين جاءوا بالإفك عصبة منكم. Truly those who have brought this lie, brought the lie, are a group among you. And so the lie that's being referred to here is a lie against our lady Aisha, wife of the Prophet ﷺ, was accused of adultery. And so this lie that was accused. The people who made this up were people among the Sahaba of the Prophet ﷺ. لا تحسبوه شرا لكم. Do not consider it to be evil for you. بل هو خير لكم. But rather it is good for you. And this is the most important point I want to talk about here, is that besides the description of what the story was and what was happening, there was a tremendous lie that was meant about one of the best of creation, one of the Sahaba of the Prophet ﷺ, and in fact on top of that one of the wives of the Prophet ﷺ. And this was a lie that was made against her, and a suspicion, and it shook the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, and it caused quite a lot of distress. And so what does Allah say? Allah doesn't say it's not evil, rather it says above and beyond being not evil, rather He's saying we shouldn't even consider it to be evil. We shouldn't even have the thought. Not simply know that it's not evil for us, but in fact that evil that we saw, that trouble that we saw, was not even evil, but rather we shouldn't even think it to be the case. بل هو خير لكم. Rather it's good for you. And so how does this apply to us today? Is that particularly for the Muslims today, there is a lot of propaganda and misinformation being portrayed about the Muslims, and often Muslims feel embarrassed to be Muslims, and they feel ashamed, and they hide from the fact, and they hide from their Islam, and they try to explain away certain things and to apologize. And so we're not going to go into these things right now and talk about how to defend these things, but what we should know in general is that these are lies that are being made about our religion, and lies that are being and an attack that's being made on this religion. But we shouldn't. We know that this is not actually evil, and on top of this, Allah is telling us, don't even think it's evil, but rather it is good for you and it is of benefit for you, because if you're patient and you're steadfast through these things, and you make it to the end, it is of a tremendous merit to you, and you will have benefited. But if you shy away and you fall away in the dust, then this is the evil, how you reacted to it, not in itself. And so these accusations are lies and confusion that we're in the current time. This is of benefit to us, and we can benefit from it if we have a good opinion of Allah and have a good opinion of ourselves, and we refer to our ulama, and we keep practicing our religion, and we keep going forward. And so it says, and then it continues, it says, لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ مَكْتَسَبَ مِنَ الْإِثْمِ. And each and every single one of them has a portion of the sin that they have acquired. وَالَّذِي تَوَلَّى كِبْرَهُ مِنْهُمْ لَهُ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. And he who took the greater part of it, who was the main person responsible for this, he has a tremendous punishment. And so we know that Allah will bring justice. The lies being made and accusations are being made against Muslims, and we are being portrayed in a bad way. And it's a difficult time to be a Muslim in the world. But in spite of this, Allah is fully aware of who's saying what and who's doing what, and Allah will take care of these people. And our job is to have a good opinion of Allah and a good opinion of the situation we're in, and to shape going forward, and not even think that it's bad, but rather to see that it's good and to keep going forward. So this is how we can benefit from this thing. This is how I saw the wisdom in this ayah. Inshallah, wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.